expensive, but we'll see. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna need my pants. This is waterproof. You probably have some little bits of specks on your screen, but it's the way she goes. But on the bright side, I'm having a good time. Out in the rain in Oregon. But there's a loaf of bread in here and it's getting wet. I don't know what to do with it. Eat it, I guess. Sounds good to me. And my sign's getting wet. Been here? When were you here? But yeah, I'm having no luck weather-wise on this trip so far, Christina. And it's sunny again. Oregon, I'm telling you. It is a really cute town. There. Because April and Andrea could sleep at their place back here in Yachats, so then we drove 30 miles in the wrong direction just so I could sleep inside. I don't know if it's the same whatever, but I stayed in an Airbnb right above the drift inn.
What is this?
That's being live streamed. I've hitchhiked.
I've never owned a car.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
Spectrum. Skill.
I totally agree with that.
Yes. And then there are the angels. Okay.
Well, that's what I consider the most dangerous part of hitchhiking is driving itself. Driving is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I be on your license?
Yeah. You want to come in?
Live on the Oregon coast at Yachats.
Well, it's really nice to meet you then. That's hilarious. Yeah, I slept on the floor in the Airbnb above the drift inn. So they also gave me a low ride card. It's cool. Please. And it wasn't me, like that was like the chance of that. That's awesome. So we're having a ton of connection problems right now, and I'm trying to get my gear swapped out in a town south of here. I'm getting a few things shipped to me. That's the current goal, current plan. Improve the quality of the stream, because extremely low quality stream. I'll have a good day. You have a good day too. We're at 18 rides right now. 18. And what do you know? It's raining again. Boy, the surprise. It's kind of fun though. This is not hailing? Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, Christina. Well, anywhere in that direction, we don't have to go the whole way, but yeah. Alright. Can I give the backpack? Hold on. Do you want to pull? Yeah. Dude, it's going to San Francisco. It's a long ways, man.
No drugs or weapons in the bag?
Nope, don't do drugs, don't have weapons.
Just don't want to get stopped by
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea to have illegal things in when you're hitchhiking, because the police will check you out. Alright, it's pretty windy. I'm going to set this bag up that way, so...
It doesn't matter, it's going to fly anyway.
It's going to fly anyway, yeah. I'll try. Let's not get it on your clothes, though. Oh yeah, sorry, I am documenting the process of live streaming. Is that something you're perfect at?
Canada?
Yeah.
You're a long way from Canada.
Oh, it's not. It's only what, 1,000 miles from here? It's not too bad. That's all good. Yeah, I survived.
All right. Here we go. So I'm in Coos Bay. And yeah, I got here. I got one of these, a new lens. Good news, I got the lens. The bad news is the jetpack, the more important thing, the thing I need to stream consistently, is now not showing, which which is in 24 hours, which means I'm in Coos Bay for 24 hours waiting for one of these to arrive. But it's already apparent to me that this can't support this because it's going up and down and sideways, even though I'm stationary here with a good connection. Because it's incapable of having a stable connection. But I won't get that until 3 p.m. tomorrow. So, that's the update. I probably won't stream that much while I'm here because I'm stationary and I'm here for 24 hours. So, gotta find something to do, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. It's the largest town. This is frustrating to me. Just want to have a nice, reliable stream. But yeah, so the replacement jetpack was supposed to arrive by 4:30 p.m. today, but I checked the tracking on it, and it's like arriving at 3 p.m. tomorrow, which means I have to stay here and chill, which I'd rather keep going with a nice stable connection, show you guys some more hitchhiking, but I can't do that because the jetpack is arriving late tomorrow. So, 24 hours in Coos Bay. That's the current prognosis. But, lens. So, it's already kind of far away, but you can see. That's what the wide angle lens does. Which, when because this is more than arm's length away. So when I'm walking and holding the stream, the phone, you get a better perspective. You can see more around me. This, but I still need that replacement jetpack because even here I can't have a stable stream. So it's gotten worse because a few nights ago when I was in the first motel stream, we were able to hold a steady connection in town from the motel, and I did like a 3-hour evening stream from the motel, and it was pretty stable. This is the same kind of scenario layout, and it's enabled to hold a stable stream even in it's a pretty big town, or maybe even a small city. So I'm blaming the jetpack, but maybe it's just a network thing. I don't see why the network or the connection goes all over the place when you're stationary in a city which in theory has good connection, but who knows. We'll find out soon. So it's supposed to be arriving in the mail by 3 p.m. tomorrow, so that's Wednesday. Yeah. I was hoping I'd get it all today and we could maybe even catch one ride in the evening out with the new jetpack and test it out, but it's not meant to be, unfortunately. I can't complain too much. So yeah, stream's been really unstable. Yeah, as you know. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. like an update live stream is kind of weird because it takes a while for people to come in. So like, I'm not really sure. I should probably just update on Discord. That'd probably be better. Because unless everyone piles in at one time, then I'd just be repeating myself or just hanging out in currently a McDonald's. Just chatting away. But yeah, the update is got the lens, didn't get the jetpack because the shipping was delayed. I think it's because the person that was supposed to overnight my my thing actually didn't mail it out till like end of the day, like yesterday. So they missed the shipping deadline to get it guaranteed by Tuesday today. Stick satellite on your backpack. Like on the top of it. Yeah, I messed around with it before I started the stream to see if it would do anything, and apparently, yeah, I just made it a little wider, a little bit deeper, and the event list seems to be working, which is good. So that's good. That's progress. But yeah, the actual current update is I got the lens because one-day shipping with Amazon works, but the jetpack, the hot spot, whatever you want to call it, was supposed to be arriving by 4:30 p.m. today, but that got pushed back till 3 p.m. tomorrow. So no reliable stream. Like this stream itself started off really wild on the connection, but it seems to be stabling out a bit. Keep it going. Keep it going. I don't trust it though. Don't trust the connection, even though I'm in the city with a large population and a decent connection. Okay, so lens off, lens on. So it makes a significant difference when I'm sitting this far away already. It's you don't really need it on when it's already that far away, but yeah, that gives you an idea. And yeah, I'm getting the jetpack tomorrow. Shipping was delayed for whatever reason. My package is currently in Eugene, Oregon. I am in Coos Bay, so gotta wait till it gets here. And Bubba, yeah, I'm in Coos Bay, Oregon, so I don't know how far that is away from me. 200 miles? 200 miles south? Can see people sitting on toilet. Hey Shan, yeah. I managed to get to Coos Bay in one ride, so actually I should update the stream title. Yeah. Yeah, I made it from Yachats to Coos Bay in one ride. The guy was actually going all the way to San Francisco. He just I need to stop here to get all my gear, so I wouldn't have gone all the way to San Francisco with him anyway, because again, I like the short, fast rides where you're in and out of vehicles. Like, you know, that's the funner way to travel, or the funner way to hitchhike, in my opinion. But because I don't have to be anywhere at any time, so I'd rather get shorter, faster rides in and out of vehicles, meeting new people. How'd that ride go? Saw the start of it, but then stream died. Yeah, it was a good ride. Guy's nice enough. Like, he kind of wanted to talk about some, like, I guess what you call controversial stuff, which I can take it or leave it as far as the streaming of it goes. But you know, he said some stuff about like women and stuff like that, and I'm like, but he was nice enough. Just opinionated about things. He was served 13 years in the Navy, and now he's redoing his education, going down to San Francisco, trying to get into school to become an engineer, restart his career, and yeah. And when I was streaming in the car with him, I did ask if I could film, and he's like, oh yeah, no problem. And then when I got in there, he's like, oh, I didn't know you'd be filming me. So then I filmed it mostly on myself for the extent of that ride, because he didn't really want the camera in his face that much, but I did ask him at the end if he was okay with the picture, and he seemed okay with the picture. So I have a picture, and that's on my Instagram below. I'm trying to put up a picture of every person that picks me up. Inevitably, there's going to be some people that aren't okay with that, and that's fine. Just as much as people will allow it, I'll update what different types of people pick me up hitchhiking. How's the last night? Did you guys watch Deadpool? No, we just hung out, had a few beers, had some snacks. They made me a few hitchhiking signs, which I'll actually show you, because yeah, so I made this sign. So I actually have signs now. We went with a humorous approach rather than just the going south kind of approach. And the other sign. I'm curious to see how this one works. Unfortunately, when I do end up using this one, like I can see as people come up the reaction to seeing me hitchhiking and the sign I'm using, and you get to see kind of someone's initial reaction to seeing a hitchhiker and a weird sign like that. But unfortunately, I don't think there's a way that I can show you guys the reaction as every driver drives by. So I can tell you about it, but you won't get to see the reaction as they see the "not a murderer" sign from a hitchhiker. So, but yeah, I hung out with two girls yesterday, April and Andrea, and it was funny because they picked me up in Yachats, where I left this morning. They drove me down to Florence, 30 miles south. We hung around. They bought me dinner. We went and skipped some rocks, and then they're like, "Oh, where should we drop you off?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know how comfortable you are with me, but if you didn't mind, I could just crash in your Airbnb with you guys. I'm having a good time. Do you mind if I crash at your place? And then I'll just leave tomorrow morning." So they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. That'd be fun." So we drove all the way back to Yachats, 30 miles north again, and I crashed at their place, and we just had a few beers, chatted, made these signs. Got Guardians of the Galaxy tattoos. And we never actually ended up watching a film. We just shot the shit, kind of talked amongst ourselves for a few hours, and then went to bed. And it was actually really fun. We got coffee in the morning, and then I just went back out and started hitchhiking again, where I was hitchhiking like 15 hours earlier. Sounds like a fun night. Nice, you got to stay indoors again. Yeah, I've had the opportunity to have quite a few showers lately. I got the shower in the morning, got to sleep inside last night, which was really nice. So I'm clean. I did laundry 2 nights ago, which is really nice. So laundry's up to date. Personal hygiene's up to date. Auto fire. This is an update video, so updating. I got my lens, but the replacement jetpack isn't coming for. Hey, how's it going? So this is a live stream. What I'm doing, I'm hitchhiking around America, showing people what hitchhiking's like, because I've done it in 25 countries.
Do you have any viewers?
There's just 8 right now.
Hey, can I say hi?
Yeah, come in.
Hey, what's up? I work at McDonald's. I'm American.
And then chat comes up and people can talk as we go. Yeah.
Oh, awesome, man.
Yeah.
Can I take your tray for you?
Oh yeah, sure.
That's why I came over here.
Oh, well, appreciate it.
Freaking man, Twitch.
Twitch TV.
What's your name? I'll subscribe to you.
Hitch live.
Pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah. Be hitchhiking around America, showing people what it's like, the whole process.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You got highlight trailers?
I've got VODs from my. Yeah, so it's been fun.
Pretty sweet, dude.
Had some issues with network-wise, but other than that, it's been.
The Wi-Fi here sucks.
I'm using data because it's faster than your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi here sucks.
Yeah, I tried it.
The router is like 4 years old and it's all the way in the office. It's all
Oh, so yeah.
There's a lead.
Yeah.
There's a lead freezer box between here and the Wi-Fi.
And none of your seats have outlets, right, for plugging in, right? No. Okay. Anyway.
When they remodeled, they took all of them off the walls.
Because they don't want people hanging out here all day. I'm guessing.
I don't think it was premeditated. I think they just didn't think about it.
Oh, okay. Thanks anyway.
Anyways, hey, have fun, man.
Yeah. If you have some free time, stream might want to talk to you.
Well, I'll get off work in like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. If you want to.
I don't know.
Yeah? Oh yeah, I never got his name. He's getting off in 30 seconds. He might come by again. We can talk to McDonald's man. Watkins. No, but yeah, having this whole thing like tripod, selfie stick, phone, microphone, lens, it draws attention, both good and bad. People are wondering what you're doing. So, true to my one of my commands, if you type in !Oprah, it's just me going, you get a business card, you get a business card, everybody gets a business card, Oprah style. Yeah, I've been throwing out a lot of business cards because people are questioning, what are you doing? Where are you from? Why? What's this fuzzy thing? Yeah. It raises questions, which I'm happy to answer, because this is something I am excited about this whole trip. We've had lots of technical issues, but I am excited about it. How many business cards do you have? Are you in danger of running out? I left my home with 250, and I don't know how many I've given out. Probably only like 30 or something like that. So I've still got over 200 left anyway, so I'm good for now, but at some point I'll have to get more. But that's not a problem. Business cards are cheap. That's why I did them. Also, I thought it was funny to be a hitchhiker with a business card. I don't think many people have done that, so I get a kick out of it. Yeah, Watkins, initially go right to. So what are you doing with this camera and this whole setup? Well, let me ask you, do you know whales? Actually, Watkins, the other day I got picked up by someone and you brought up, you know what to ask him, so I asked him. He's like, what do you know about whales? Whales, and I think I specified like United Kingdom, and then he started talking about like a whale documentary he watched, like Whale, the animal whale. And I didn't even feel like correcting him. I'm just like, this is funny. Okay, just keep telling me about whales. I'm not. I think we had a really bad connection then, so I'm not sure if that actually made it through to the VODs. But yeah, the last person I asked about whales talked to me about the large ocean-bearing mammals, ocean-living mammals. Yeah. So that's how much they know about whales. They know we're in Oregon, we're on the Pacific Ocean. There's migratory whales that just kind of swim up and down the coast. So yeah, we had a good talk about whales. Yeah. What did I order at McDonald's? Classic McDouble. Actually, I got a bacon McDouble because it's only $2 for a bacon McDouble in the United States. I thought that was pretty cheap. Like a So, it's cheap. It's like 500 calories for $2, and I'm like, that's a quarter of my daily caloric intake. You asked me about Wales as well. I said England. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever Watkins is in chat, when I get picked up, he's like, "Ask them what they know about Wales," which I'm happy to oblige. And so far, no one's really said that much about Wales, unfortunately. Yeah, I wonder. I checked on it before I started this stream, and it's. So what's happening is I filled out the. Hey, how's it going?
No, I'm off work.
You're off work. That's nice. 8-hour shift.
Mhm.
Yeah, good be up. Yeah. So you're on Twitch?
I'm not on Twitch. I watch Twitch.
You watch Twitch,
I don't
yeah.
have time to do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
My phone's like 6 years old.
Yeah, this is a few generations, but seems to a few generations old rather.
It's an Android.
Yeah, LG G4, it's doing okay. I'd prefer it to be waterproof because Oregon, rain, it's been the
It's
consistent
not
thing.
the rain in the air, it's the salt that'll destroy your phone, right?
Is it? Okay.
Because
Well,
there's so much salt in here.
I guess. Probably destroy that phone. I destroy everything though. Yeah. But yeah, currently in town for the day, waiting for a replacement to show up at the post office for this guy.
What's that?
It's like a jetpack, so it has a mobile SIM card, a Verizon SIM card in it, and it creates a Wi-Fi network that I'll use for that.
So
Verizon,
it's like a mobile hotspot?
a mobile hotspot, yeah. But I paid a bunch to get like truly unlimited Verizon internet, because streaming uses a lot of data. Like we're talking like close to a gig an hour.
Yeah.
So with a normal unlimited plan, it's like they throttle you after 20 gigs or so, and I did that in 5 days.
The really big one is like 50.
Yeah. But I needed it to be Verizon because it's supposed to be the best network. Because I'm all over the place.
Yeah, AT&T sucks.
Around here, does it? Or just everywhere?
Everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
They're cheap. That's why people use them. It's like the Walmart of phones, dude.
Yeah. So Verizon plan, just this thing. Even when I have a strong, I can tell it's receiving a strong signal. It's not outputting a consistent here. And I talked to my provider of the device, and they say, yeah, it's a malfunctioning unit. So.
What's your name?
Trevor.
Trevor?
Yeah.
Well, hey, Trevor, I'm Tyler.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, how old are you?
23.
23.
Yeah.
What'd you want to do this for?
I've been hitchhiking for 4 years. I've done it in 25 countries, and I've had an amazing time doing it. So,
How do you pay for that?
well, hitchhiking's free, accommodation's free. I live in a tent, so it's just food and incidentals that you actually pay for.
2 man or 4 man?
1 man.
1 man? Oh man, that's a
It's
small
tight.
tent.
It's tight. So it's
I
like
won't fit in that. I'm too big.
because it's like shoulders, and then I've got probably an extra half foot on either side. Inside the tent body, and then the fly
Well,
goes on
you
top.
should stay warm.
That's cool. Yeah, and I got a 0-degree bag, so that's plenty for
Sleep on an incline around here, right?
with
'Cause you
pooling
sleep
and
on
stuff like
flat-
that.
you sleep
Yeah,
on
you're
flat
gonna
ground,
get
you'll
pooled.
get
Yeah, I try to get a lay of the land to make sure I find somewhere
If you
that.
got a tarp, you can tie it up on the edges, but you gotta make sure it's under the rain barrier.
Yeah, the problem is I've slept in this tent for hundreds of nights now on all my trips, and it's like it used to be water resistant just in general, but not proof. But now it's got a few punctures and stuff. So
Flex Seal, man. Just put some Flex Seal and a little bit of that,
yeah,
spray on polymer that
Yeah.
repels water. You can get the
Okay.
cans of this stuff for like $25.
yeah. I know I've seen some stuff where you can do some like tent repair maintenance with a few different things. I just need to actually stop and get the stuff and do it. Take a day.
Do like a Home Depot or something.
Yeah, and they'd have the stuff. Yeah.
They should. I wouldn't go to a Walmart for it because Walmart sells the crap that other stores don't want.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be in town for 24 hours waiting for this to show up. It was supposed to show up today, but not till tomorrow.
So you ordered ahead of time and told them to send it here?
Yeah. General delivery. Yeah.
You like the area?
I just showed up like an hour ago.
You know the history behind this town?
I do not.
You want to?
I do.
Alright.
Stream, we're getting the history of Coos Bay, or
Alright,
the
let's sit by
area.
you and talk to
Yeah.
the stream. Hang on. Might just do it kind of fast.
Oh, we can move. Can we move? No.
No, tables don't move.
Okay.
They're bolted to the floor like everything here. You know,
Okay.
fast food.
Yeah,
Can I move some of your stuff?
throwing tables. Oh yeah. Well, let's
Yeah.
just move this all.
I don't want to spill my soda on any of your stuff. All right. So I've lived here since I was probably about, I don't know, 5, 6. So I don't know the broad history, but I know the general history is this area started off as an area called Marshfield,
Okay.
which is this area right over here, where all the trains are. And like it says, you know, this whole area is built on a marsh. You got, oh man, wish I had pen.
Yeah, I don't
pen
have
and pencil.
anything to write really.
Yeah, but if you can imagine it, here's the ocean right here, and then the bay curves around like this, forming a little bit of a peninsula kind of thing, you know?
Okay.
And this whole area of the peninsula right here on the top was a marsh. And this is where Marshfield is, where Coos Bay is. This is us right here.
Yeah.
Is Marshfield.
Okay.
One of the oldest buildings in the area is right down that way.
Yeah.
There's an old printing shop that's been there for so long that I don't think there's anything original in the building.
Everything's been slowly replaced. Yeah.
If you go out of town across the east side, you'll find a lot of houses that were built in the 1800s by settlers moving in here.
Yeah.
And that's why every single town in this area is only about 30 miles apart. Because back in the day,
That was a day's travel.
that was a day's travel
Yeah.
by horse or wagon.
Yeah.
And, you know, fast horse could get you between towns in a couple hours. And so, you know, you got Florence, Winchester Bay, you got Reedsport, you got that town nobody knows the name of because it's irrelevant. Lakeside, North Bend,
Yeah.
Empire, Charleston.
Yeah, and I have noticed that as I'm driving my way down here, there's a town all quite close together. Because, before we had powered vehicles, you got a day's travel, so. And you gotta take a rest, so town to town to town to town. Yeah, so, but yeah.
Yeah, and so the whole area is built on a marsh around here.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they had all the pilings sunk into the ground because there used to be great big old huge trees around here. You ever seen pictures of the trees?
Which, like in the area?
Like in the area, the trees that used to grow here, some of the old growth.
Like what type of trees are we talking?
Just old growth Sitka spruce and pine and
Okay.
stuff. Man, they're freaking huge. You'd have to cut it. You'd have to cut the trunk in half
Yeah.
to get it to fit on the back of a logging truck.
Yeah. It might be similar to where I'm from. Like on Vancouver Island, we've got some really old growth softwood trees, and like the circumference of those guys, like it takes a while to walk around them.
You know, they're like 20 feet.
Can't even see
They're
the
not
top
as
of
big
it,
as the
yeah.
redwoods, but you know.
Yeah, and I've been told by a few people, both rides and on the stream, that I should go through the redwood.
Oh yeah,
National
redwoods
Park.
are
Yeah.
fun, dude.
Yeah.
There used to be a tree down there you could drive a car through,
Yeah.
but it rotted out and died a couple
Yeah.
years ago, which is unfortunate because that was one of my favorite childhood memories. Got a picture of me standing on top of my dad's truck, touching the ceiling, you know.
Yeah.
They also got a bunch of like ostrich farms down there for some reason.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
don't know if they're still there, but
Yeah.
ostriches are freaking mean, dude. They're like moose. You get in the way of a moose, man, they'll kill you.
Is there moose around here?
No,
Okay.
thank God. Up
Is
in
it?
Alaska,
Alaska, yeah, and different parts of Canada will have them, for sure. We got a lot in certain areas. Newfoundland.
we got a lot of
Ontario.
black bears around here, but they're little tiny teddy bears. They wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had a problem with bears, and I've slept in quite a bit of bear territory. They kind of keep to themselves.
Yeah.
They're scared of humans.
I mean,
Unless you have some really tasty food.
yeah, I was gonna say if they have food, they'll
I don't carry
rip up
sticks
your
in my
stuff.
backpack, yeah, so.
If you're gonna carry food, you tie it to a tree because if they're gonna get through your stuff, you might as well not lose your tent.
Yeah. So, I never have any tasty food in my tent.
Except yourself.
Yeah, I could be pretty tasty. I don't know what I taste like, but, you know, who
A
knows?
grizzly bear, I think, probably tastes good, man. Well, black bears, they don't tackle anything like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know what you're doing this evening, but I'm in town just chilling. So if you did want to do something later, I'm just going to be pondering around Coos Bay.
I can give you a ride somewhere if you wanted in my truck, but other than that, I gotta go to the bank.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be chilling, talking to the stream a bit, and figuring out what I want to do, because I got to wait here till 3 p.m. tomorrow to get my replacement thing, so I'm just
I
hanging
get
out.
sidetracked real easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I forgot. So anyways, history of Marshfield. Crap, man, it's been a long day.
Oh, it's all good. I couldn't do the history of my hometown even, so the fact that you got that far on your hometown is like, you're doing way better than I was.
So this whole area used to be set on wood pilings,
yeah.
which is, you know, just shafts of wood sunk down into the dirt until they touch rock of some sort under the swamps.
Yeah.
And then they had wood walkways and stuff built on them, similar to like Venice.
Okay.
You know, it was like Venice, but smaller, and instead of water, it was mud. But the whole place caught on fire, and they decided, hey, you know, maybe having the entire city built out of wood probably isn't the smartest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And so they started filling in all the land. They would actually, a lot of these hills here used to be a lot taller, but there's a lot of coal mining back in the day, and so they took all the rubble and stuff from coal mining, and, they dump it into the swamps, which unfortunately killed all the wildlife and everything. But hey, now they could build here.
Okay.
And so everything up until about, I'd say probably half a mile inland is reclaimed wetlands.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then anything up to, I'd say probably 5 miles inland is built on sand, rock, and dunes.
Yeah, there's tons of dunes around here.
Yeah, and so the only problem with it is,
Yeah.
This area is right on the coast of the Cascadia fault line.
Yeah.
And the last time there was a big quake around here, it created what's known as the petrified forest up in Washington.
Okay.
You ever heard of it?
I haven't. No.
So it's a giant stretch of forest that goes for a couple hundred square kilometers, that there's a tsunami up there, and it dropped the elevation of the land up in Washington, that area of Washington, by like 50 feet, and literally buried all of that entire area by the ocean.
Yeah.
For hundreds of years. And then when it finally surfaced, all the trees were all dead and bleached. They're pretty much sunk in driftwood.
Yeah.
And so the only problem is, since this whole area is built on sand, if there's a quake, everyone here would be dead.
Settle into it. Yeah.
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 Yeah, like you watch old videos like the Los Angeles quake and all that kind of thing. You ever seen pictures of it?
Yeah.
You see the buildings sinking halfway into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be completely gone here.
Here, because
Plus everything's made of cinder block.
Yeah, stone and shaking don't mix well. It's brittle.
We don't have any igneous rock in this area, so there's no. Back in the old days, they didn't have anything to build buildings with. So all the old buildings are either built with wood or, concrete. And old concrete kind of is crap.
Yeah.
And so any of the things you see around here that are any of the stone buildings that are built out of stone, it's all stuff that's been brought in by trucks, because you go 50 miles inland, it's all sandstone, shale, and slate.
Yeah.
It's all sedimentary crap, because this whole area is just built up from streams and drop-offs, because this is all used to be ocean.
Yeah.
And so this whole area is just not really a good place to live.
As far as being on the fault line.
As far as wanting to live here for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Because this whole area would get wiped as soon as there's an earthquake.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a big one. But hey, you know what? Whatever. So what about your hometown? Where do you live?
I'm from Vancouver Island, coastal British Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
From a small town. It's kind of similar to the whole coastal region here. Like, our industries are raw resources.
Mm-hmm.
Like
renewable resources.
Well, I guess you can call lumber renewable.
It is,
We replant them.
technically.
Yeah. It's fishing, and it's forestry, and it's tourism. That's essentially what we got.
It was about the same as here.
So every young person kind of leaves that town where I'm from, because unless you're going into those industries, there's really not much going on. And there's an Air Force base in my hometown, CFB Comox.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everyone leaves. It's a beautiful place. Like, you've got your Island Mountain.
Well, I've been to
range.
Canada.
Yeah. Whereabouts have you been?
Just British Columbia.
Okay.
And a couple other places I don't remember because I was young.
Yeah. But yeah, British Columbia will always be my home. But I really like traveling around, going to different places, hitchhiking around, meeting new people. I get a kick out of it. I
Yeah.
really enjoy it. Yeah. Which is what this stream's purpose is, to show people what hitchhiking's like, the people you meet along the way.
Yeah.
Because hitchhiking gets a bad rap. Like, people think it's a very dangerous thing to do. People think you're something bad.
99% of the people you meet are either generally nice people that are either having a bad day or they're pissed off at something.
Yeah.
Or they're generally nice people that are having a good day and they're more than willing to help you.
Yeah.
It just depends on what time of the day you catch somebody.
Yeah.
If you come in right when we opened up,
Yeah.
I would have been so unawake that I would have just looked at you and just
kind of zombie. Yeah.
freaking zombie, dude.
Yeah. No, I know the feeling.
I get
that way sometimes.
Honestly, I got 0 hours of sleep last night.
0.
0. I did not sleep last night.
Voluntarily or?
No.
Okay.
I was sick and
Okay.
I slept early the day before and it threw off my sleep cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's no fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. I hate being sick. It's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Freaking chewed down a bunch of vitamin C tablets the other day and freaking nasty, dude.
My daily problem has been the camping situation with the not being waterproof, and it's been like blowing rain. So I wake up in the morning and there's like a puddle in my tent. Not from the land I'm setting it on, just blowing rain, and like it's not waterproof anymore.
Oh, we'll get a lot of really, really heavy thunderstorms.
Yeah.
That most places that are really wuss will, they'll call them hurricanes.
Yeah.
Nah, they're not hurricanes, they're just thunderstorms.
Yeah. The weather here is the most unpredictable thing ever. Like, it goes.
Did you see earlier? It was raining across the bay and sunny over here, and downtown Empire was foggy and windy.
Yeah. Well, yesterday it hailed on me 3 times. And it's just like 30 seconds of hail, and you cover up, you put all your rain gear, you're like, oh no, it's coming, and then it disappears, and the sun comes out, and you're like,
what the hell?
Alright. But I'm not gonna trust this because it's gonna change on me again.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it does. Another 20 minutes later, it starts to rain. Then it gets clear, rain, clear, rain, clear. It's hard to prepare for.
Yeah, the weathermen around here get a bad rap.
50% chance of showers, 50% chance of sun. We don't know what's gonna happen, but things are gonna happen.
99% chance of rain. Well, they leave that 1% there because they know that they're not gonna always be right.
See, but if the weatherman predicts that it is going to rain and it doesn't rain, like, people won't be that mad because, oh, it actually happened to be a nice day. That's okay. But if they say it's gonna be sunny and then it happens to rain all day, then people are gonna be pissed and complain.
No,
because they
we
plan
expect
stuff
it.
around. but if it says 100% chance of sun, 0% chance of rain, people plan things around that. Like, oh, we'll do a picnic. Oh, we'll go for a nice Sunday drive.
Well, actually, believe it or not, because this area is a temperate rainforest.
Yeah.
And we're off the Gulf Stream there. During the summer, it actually get pretty dry.
Do you? Yeah.
And that's why we don't have a lot of deciduous forests.
Yeah.
It's all pine trees because they can hold the water really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get a lot of alder and birch and that kind of stuff that grows real fast.
Yeah.
We had a drought 10 years ago that lasted for a couple of years where it only got a couple inches of rain.
Really?
Yeah.
Even over the winter period?
Well,
Just for the summer?
For the summer.
Yeah. Okay.
Winter, it's always the same deluge, man.
Do you guys get bad forest fires out here? Because up in British Columbia, we've been having real bad ones lately. Like really bad ones.
Yeah. Last summer, Oregon was on fire. We lost like 20 million acres of forest.
Yeah. Actually, I think,
you know what was on the news?
What?
The 150,000 acres in California that burned.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, they lost 150,000 acres. Yeah, we lost like 2 million.
Yeah.
And nobody said anything about Oregon. If you looked at the space picture, it looked like Oregon was on fire because there was smoke from smoke from Nevada to Washington.
And all those fires, like, I think
half of them were started by freaking teenagers.
Yeah. The prevailing winds were blowing north, at least from Washington, I think, because up in British Columbia we had a bunch of fires too, but we were completely smoked in. Like the sky was brown.
Yeah.
And that was mostly from fires from Washington and probably Oregon too.
It got so freaking hazy, dude.
Yeah, like, and I lived in Kelowna, which is in a valley,
see this
and it
wall
just kind of
coming in.
sits in there. And if it's really bad, you'll have like, it looks like snow almost, but it's actually snowing ash.
Soot.
Yeah.
There was a couple weeks there last year when you'd wake up every morning and look at your vehicle and it just have little flecks of ash all over it, even though the fires are hundreds of miles away, but they're putting so much ash in the air, it's like you said, it's like it's snowing.
Yeah, I was in British Columbia and we were
freaking
getting
crazy,
ash
dude.
falling from the U.S., from Washington and Oregon, falling into our town, city in Canada.
And you got to be thinking, man, I'm glad I'm not down there.
Yeah.
You go, there's some real firestorms actually down on the Cascade, Lower Cascade mountain range. Mm-hmm. Freaking pulling wind in and actually causing their own wind systems.
I think I've
heard their own weather systems because the fires are so big.
Yeah. That's kind of like.
It's like a fire
badass.
hurricane. It is. Freaking
it's terrifying, but like
you can suck in winds. Those things will suck in winds at hundreds of miles an hour at the centers. Yeah. And they'll get so hot they'll start melting the rocks. Because a lot of the rocks around here, they're sedimentary and they have a lot of water in them.
Yeah.
It cooks the water out of them, the rocks will start exploding. You ever put a river rock in a fire?
I haven't because people told me to not
Yeah,
do it.
they
because,
explode.
And if you're in the path of
Now
some of
imagine
those
imagine
shrapnel
that, but with
pieces.
rocks the size of houses.
Yeah, just exploding. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
Turning
wanna be
into-
anywhere
they
near
turn into
anything
gravel.
to do with that. I'm gonna keep my distance.
yeah. Don't hitchhike in the Oregon forest in the middle of summer,
Or at least.
and don't hitchhike in Northern California in the middle of summer because that burns a lot too.
Alright.
Nevada's usually pretty good
Yeah.
because there's nothing to burn there. Freaking wasteland, dude.
I'm starting in this in the spring, so everything's pretty wet right now. Should be good on the forest fire front for now. We'll see how it goes going later into the year.
You know how to protect yourself from a forest fire?
Not be next to the forest
Yeah,
fire.
don't go anywhere near it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else you can do.
If you bury yourself, you're still gonna die.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything you can do if you're right next to it. It's coming your way, and you have no way to actually like a vehicle.
Like if you don't have an oxygen tank and fire retardant gear, man, you're
Even-
toast.
Even then,
You're French toast.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, if it's one of those like fire hurricane things. Even with your oxygen tank and your fire retardant gear, the ambient temperature is just gonna roast you. So.
Yeah. Well, that's why even the fire teams that go in there and they deal with those and make the fire lines. That's
Yeah,
why they're on hourly rotations.
What they call hot shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just see what
We don't have a lot of them around here because we don't have a lot of forest fires around here.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
Alaska lost 50 million acres forest fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Alaska can afford to lose that because they're freaking ridiculously huge.
Yeah, and not very populated. I'm guessing that's why California made the news as much because the forest fire was right next to like the hills in LA.
Yeah, because they lost houses.
Yeah.
We didn't really lose a lot of houses.
Which-
And if we did, nobody told
Which
us
is what
about
the
it
news
because
is
they all
going to
died.
report on. The news isn't going to care about forests. They're going to care about
No, they
people's
just don't-
homes, people's like.
They just don't
What
care
sells
about.
news is people's livelihood in danger.
Yeah.
Like
They don't
things-
care about raw woodland.
Yeah.
They care about people complaining. The more people complain, the more you get on the news. Hey, you heard it here first. Just complain and you'll get on the news.
Everyone
Don't do that.
complain.
I hate complainers.
Yeah.
You want to watch some complainers? We got Fox News playing up here.
You guys play Fox?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the manager's decision.
No, it's actually corporate.
Corporate decides. There you go. McDonald's corporate is
At least for around here.
is a Fox News kind of a pusher.
Yeah. Had a guy come in here, an older gentleman come in the other day. He's like, "Can you guys put on some cartoons or something?" It's like, I think we only have one channel.
Fox News.
Freaking stupid, man. I'd rather watch cartoons.
Yeah, they'd give a good atmosphere rather than. I don't think Fox
Everyone
News
on
gives a
the
good atmosphere.
everyone on the Fox News yelling and screaming about Donald Trump and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
You know
much all they talk about.
I've been really surprised hitchhiking around the U.S. I thought that was gonna be more of a hot topic as far as people talking to me about it,
Nah.
but I don't think anyone's brought it up at all.
Well, I brought it up once. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah. Like maybe it'll briefly be mentioned, just like, oh, that's crazy, and then move on to something
Yep,
else.
we got
'Cause
the,
it's been talked to death. Like everyone's heard everything about it.
Got Orange Man in the office.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Anyways, what do you like to do besides hitchhiking?
when I'm not hitchhiking, I'm saving up money to go on another trip, or planning other weird travel things. Like I save up enough points through credit card rewards. Like signing up for credit cards, getting the points, canceling them, getting the card again, getting the points, canceling them. That I fly around in first class for fun, just to add some contrast. Because I travel hitchhiking, which is your lowest class of travel, and then I'll
Which
switch it
airlines
up.
do you use?
For flying or for collecting points? Because like if you collect, say, Star Alliance, Aeroplan points, which is an Air Canada rewards program, and they're part of Star Alliance. With those points, you can fly on Air Canada, you can fly on United, you can fly on Turkish, you can fly on SAS, you can fly on Brussels, you can fly on
They're like
like
coalition kind of thing?
Yeah, most airlines are part of some kind of alliance, and you can use those points on all the alliance members. So, which gives you a lot of flexibility, because if it was just Air Canada, like Air Canada flies to a lot of places, but they don't fly everywhere. And also, there's nicer airlines to fly on. So
It's like our airfield. The real only thing that airfield does is
Yeah.
shuttles you to Portland or down to Northern California.
Yeah.
It doesn't really go anywhere.
because it's weird. Like my two major flights I did, I flew Cathay Pacific from Boston to Hong Kong with a stopover, and then on to Johannesburg, South Africa, and that was booked using Alaska Airline mileage plan miles, because they're a partner. and my flight home was booked from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, to JFK in New York to San Francisco, and that was using American Airlines AA Advantage miles. So Etihad and American Airlines are partners as well. So your real hotspots are usually using certain points to book on partner airlines.
Nice.
Yeah. But the Etihad flight, in their Etihad's first class apartments on their Airbus A380, you get to have a shower in first class.
A shower?
Yeah, showered at 35,000 feet above Greenland on my way home.
Freaking, I'd rather just shower when I got home.
It was like, it's gimmicky, but I thought it was hilarious that you're flying in a plane and you're just in a little box taking a shower.
Dude, you know what they need to do is you heard they're talking about the sky blimp things. You know, they can stay up in the air for months at a time without having to refuel.
I think I've heard something about that.
Yeah, can you imagine that, living up in 30,000, 40,000 feet, just living up there, hanging out?
Yeah, got lots of space. It's not congested like a city.
I imagine it get boring after a while.
Yeah, and then I guess, you know,
hang on, gotta
things
go
wrong,
gotta go to
then
Walmart,
then
just
you gotta-
skydive out.
Yeah. But then you got to get back up.
And
The
ropes.
the
just
commute,
just
man.
climb up the rope the whole way.
That'd be good. 30,000 feet up a rope,
Oh God,
I
I'd
don't
make it. I'd make it like 2 feet.
2 feet high.
I'm out of shape, man. I used to run cross country, but it's been a long time since I ran cross country.
Yeah. I'm not in good shape. I just am skinny because I don't eat enough while I travel. Because I don't know. I'm traveling and I'm not eating.
I'm fat because junk food is cheap and healthy
It is.
food is expensive. I
Yeah,
can't afford to buy it
That's very true. The worst foods for you are the cheapest.
because they're mass produced and
Yeah.
easy to make. Corn is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Beans are pretty cheap. Rice is cheap. But like whole wheats, vegetables,
Yeah. Vegetables, especially,
light
like,
meats,
yeah.
very expensive.
And if you're eating just the like. for
Freaking
me-
Top Ramen's dirt cheap, and it gives you no nutritional value. It's like eating cardboard.
Yeah.
Might as well eat the package it comes in.
Yeah. For me, I
Tastes
eat
pretty
to
good, though.
sustain myself. Like I eat to make sure I have energy and I survive.
And yet you're sitting in a McDonald's.
McDonald's is dirt cheap, and it's
See,
calorie
we're
dense.
back to the dirt cheap.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I eat at places like this.
Actually,
because
double
get a lot
quarter
of
pounders are
calories.
pretty good.
for like cost to.
No, they're just tasty.
Well, of course they are. Like it's salty.
Freaking McDonald's used to be
Beef.
crap, dude. 8 years ago, I remember McDonald's was nowhere near as good as it is today.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I can't picture myself eating it then and comparing it to now. Too much time has lapsed where I can't compare my taste then to now.
I guess I'm good at remembering food.
Yeah, you are.
It's like my talent, man. I like food.
You guys know I don't have a good memory for names, for a lot of things.
All right, what's my name?
Ty?
It's virtually your
Ty-
name.
Oh, really?
Your name's Trevor, right?
Yeah, and your name's Trevor?
No, my name's Taylor.
Taylor. Oh,
Tyler.
That's not Tyler?
Yeah, it's close.
You can't say literally my name and say a different name.
I said virtually.
Oh, virtually. I thought you said literally.
I might have said literally. I have bad memory. What did I say? Someone remembers.
Yeah, someone might have seen.
They're all like,
But again,
they're all just wondering what
as
the
you
heck
guys
is
know,
going on.
I'm really bad with names. So the girls yesterday that picked me up and let me crash at their place, it took me like 5-6 times of them telling me their names for me to remember. So that's my brain at work, or not at work, I guess.
I think it's kind of cool that people find you interesting enough to watch you. I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm just saying it's kind of cool that people would watch you.
They watch because most of the time my stream is about hitchhiking. It's me hitchhiking on the road, and that hasn't really been done that much before. Not many people hitchhike.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
I've heard of live streaming, like going on vacation kind of thing, but
Yeah.
never hitchhiking.
Yeah. So I think that's why I get the views, because I do something that I guess is
Yeah,
seen as
that guy's
unique.
asking what happened to the notebook you write everyone's name in.
It was always electronic for that, but I'm kind of doing that on here, because now I'm updating.
An old iPhone?
This is my backup phone, and yeah, an old iPhone. This is what I use for like logistic stuff while I'm streaming.
Here's my backup phone. Check this thing out. Whoop, that's your card. This is an old Motorola.
Yeah.
Freaking.
That's your secondary phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
My first phone is sitting in my truck because the screen's shattered out and I don't like holding it in my pocket.
Okay. Yeah, surprisingly, like in all my traveling, I never use cases on my phones, and I've never broken a phone. This wasn't me that cracked the screen. This was someone else.
Look at this case. It's so battered and beat up.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a case on this phone would be dead. This is the phone I use when I'm doing like logging or something.
Yeah. The thing is, usually I'm really rough with my stuff. I break so much stuff, especially like camping gear and stuff. But phone-wise, I've never broken a phone.
Oh, hey,
Not
better
good.
than me. Yeah, right. Freaking instantly explodes on the table.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually am writing down the names of everyone.
It's hard to read. The words are so small right there.
I know. Usually, like when I'm holding it and hitchhiking, I'm holding it kind of arm's length, so it's
gotcha.
closer, like it's just here rather than way over there. But
I imagine it's a little less convenient because you got the table in the way.
yeah, and I can put it on the table and kind of have it up like this, but it makes it more obvious to everyone around that I'm doing some kind of like stream.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep.
Well, if you don't want intervention, I can leave.
Oh no. It just you get a lot of attention, which can be good or bad. But I like meeting new people. I like talking to people. That's why I like hitchhiking.
Yeah, I like meeting new people.
It's a social way of
That's
traveling.
why I work at McDonald's.
Yeah, meeting people all day.
I could get a better job, but honestly, I'm pretty content right now where I am.
Yeah.
I'm only 20, just out of high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. 23 now. Been traveling for 4 years on and off. When I'm not traveling, I'm saving up money to go traveling again. So
Yeah.
that's been my life since I decided to stop doing my accounting degree because I got bored.
Where you work?
I sell outdoor gear when I'm not working, but I quit my jobs and then come back and apply for a new job. I never just take.
You got a lot of different experience, or just like focus experience on one type of job?
I've just worked odd jobs. I started working in like grocery stores. I worked at Thrifty Foods, if people know what that is.
You ever worked in a
Costco wholesale.
factory?
No.
Yeah, it's not a fun job.
No.
You ever worked in a bank?
Nope. Doesn't sound like it'd be fun. But
That's not a fun job either.
Yeah.
You ever work in a, what is it called? They rent out tents.
Rent out tents.
Yeah, like for weddings or fireworks or circuses kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the giant
Yeah.
tents.
Nothing like that. It's been grocery stores and outdoor retailers.
So like retail kind of jobs.
Essentially, yeah. Like
Those
I've
are the
always
easiest to
worked
get.
in customer service, and they're the easiest jobs to get. So
I mean, you don't really need much background experience. You don't need a whole lot of, background knowledge. And they pay decent for the work.
yeah, it's
You don't really have to work that hard working a retail job. I mean, the worst you do is pick up a box weighing 50 pounds is what they say.
Yeah,
usually.
that's what they. Yeah,
I could pick up a lot more than 50 pounds, but
yeah. But what's really been good is the outdoor retail jobs, selling outdoor gear, equipment, apparel, because that's what I use on these trips.
I worked at Big Five for a while.
We don't have Big Five in Canada.
No. I worked at a sporting goods store.
Yeah. So similar. Yeah, same.
Very similar.
Yeah. And yeah, you get good discounts, on good gear, and some free stuff too, depending on what the brands are up to.
Dude, I got some freaking awesome machetes and pocket knives.
None of my stores sold really pocket knives, so I never did.
They sell
but-
guns?
No,
Dude,
not in Canada.
Big Five sells so many guns. You could buy like assault rifles at Big Five. It's freaking awesome. Of course,
Canada were just
America.
like jackets and backpacks and tents. They're like
You walk into Walmart.
guns.
You walk into Walmart. You can
machetes,
buy guns at Walmart.
knives. I
You
know,
can buy
man.
guns at Big Lots. You can buy guns at Big Five. You can buy guns at Bi-Mart. You can buy guns at where's that place? There's like 6 or 7 different gun places around town for sporting guns.
Yeah.
You can buy guns, custom guns from the gunsmiths. There's a couple gunsmiths around. There's a lot of guns around here.
There are. My
You know-
first day in the U.S., a guy picked me up and shot a gun. So
Really?
until that day. So yeah.
What kind of guns?
It was just the time I've ever shot a gun.
Dude, that'd be so fun to go shooting
It
with
would.
you with a big gun.
Yeah.
Like when it's a smaller gauge than a 12 gauge, but it
Yeah.
actually kicks more
Okay.
because it has a higher power load for a smaller. Yeah. And it just got it's got brass sights instead of iron sights. Kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
And when my dad getting phones or trucks. My dad gave me a chainsaw, so I'd cut down trees and split the firewood to sell money, to make money.
Yeah.
And then he gave me a gun,
Yeah.
so I could go out and shoot stuff. And my parents never gave me a car. I went out and bought my truck myself.
Yeah. Sorry, one sec. Stream's just getting all screwed up, so shouldn't. But it just gives me warnings when like the signal gets low. But yeah.
Hey, look, you got 10 viewers now.
Yeah, double digits.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yeah.
Subscribe for more America.
Can't subscribe yet. Once my affiliate goes through, it's in the process. Then you can subscribe.